You want to know the next step for HBCUs? Or at least some of them. I know some HBCUs are already private, but most are public. The next step is owning our own land. Here's the fact of the matter. Most HBCUs in America are ran by and owned by the states/federal governments, which means they are funded by federal governments and have to follow a lot of federal rules that could sometimes restrict you. Now, there are a lot of huge PWI schools that also are funded by states and federal governments, but they are PWIs. They're going to be funded by the state and federal government, not only because they're PWIs, but because they're some of the largest colleges on the face of the earth and some of the biggest markets on the face of the earth. So why go private? Well, let's just say the federal government and black people haven't always had the greatest relationship. Now, have they? Why in the world would they fund HBCUs anywhere close to how much they fund any PWI? They won't. They won't. So if we want to get economically ahead, not only as a race, but as a humanity, we have to take control. And you do that with ownership. You need to own the land your campus is on. You can only do so much as an HBCU if your campus is ran by the same people who've oppressed you for generations. And I'm not saying the federal government involves all bad people. No. I'm just saying that they have priorities and we don't tend to be high on that list. That's all I'm saying. I've seen the governor of North Carolina come to North Carolina A&T multiple times. I think he's a great guy. I've met a multitude of senators at various events that I've hosted or been to. Hey, they've all been pretty good in my estimation. Okay, maybe some have been a little iffy, but you get the idea. DC senators, all of them are at least a little, So I'm not saying the government is full of bad people. But again, they've got priorities, and HBCUs aren't high on that list. So we have to prioritize ourselves. That starts with buying the land your campuses are on. It also starts with alumni coming back in and pumping money in for the students to do better, partnering with some of these large companies, maybe black-owned companies. Oh, who am I kidding? The thing that I'm basically explaining to you is circulating the dollar in the black community. The dollar in the black community doesn't usually circulate for a long time. Why? Because we get the money from usually a white-owned, place, and then go spend it on another white-owned product. Are white people bad? Absolutely not. Are white products bad? No. What's bad is that the dollar does not circulate in our community enough. And that starts literally where we get our educations. That's my little spiel. I hope it was understandable.